Good morning. It is Thursday, February 17th, and it is our 100th day of school. So we will be doing some celebrating today. I usually don't do too much for it, but it happens to be our Friday. We have in-service tomorrow, so the kids don't have school. I have some leftover things from Valentine's Day that we did not do because we ended up playing capture the flag with another class. So I said we would do those this week, and it's been a very busy week. So we're going to do some of those minute-to-minute activities this afternoon. We'll do a little STEM challenge this morning, probably try to get like 100 minutes of reading throughout the day. Yeah, so we'll have some fun with it. I also will have 5 extra kids in my class today. So yesterday I did as well. Tuesday night or early in the morning, one of our coworkers went into labor and had her baby early. So her long-term sub wasn't supposed to start for a while. We're so short on subs that she's still not able to start for a while. So we decided to split our kids up, or yesterday we had to. And then after doing that, we're like, okay, it's easier just to split them up for today instead of trying to write sub plans and stuff for a sub if they found one. And then we're doing this economics project next week. So we're asking if we can keep them split up next week because it'll be easier than explaining the project we're doing. And then after that, they have found week at a time subs until her long-term sub can actually start. So hopefully we'll be able to just split the class up until they can get a consistent sub for each week, because I feel like that would be better for kids to be with us than to have a different sub every single day. So fingers crossed they let us do that. I think they will when we explain our reasoning behind it. So anyways, let's get off. I'm in a 100th day of school. It's been a weird week. It's gonna be indoor recess. So I just got coffee for my coworkers, so I'm gonna go pick that up right now. Let's go. Delivery time. Okay, lunchtime. I had lunch in my classroom with my class plus our added kids today for the 100th day of school. We had started watching Luca that earlier this week, and we watched a little bit more of that, didn't quite finish it. Had some ice cream sandwiches or drumstick things, and then it was just barely warm enough for them to go outside for recess. So I'm just kind of breathing a little relaxer here. I don't have to go home to let out Reg today because my uncle's there all day. He's working from home, so he'll be able to let Reg out. So I'm just going to kind of hang out here and prep some of the minute-to-win-it games we're going to do this afternoon. So that's making me realize I didn't really explain what's going on. So 100th day of school. So this morning, let me just pull up our calendar. So again, in typical Fletcher fashion, this is very last-minute planned. So when they came back from specials today, we had STEAM. So those days they just are hyper because they don't get to run around in gym at all. So we always do a couple of just dances. So when we got back, we did a few just dances. We did do our read to self, and while they were doing read to self, I prepped our STEM activity, which I'll put some pictures here. It was just the marshmallow challenge with 100 spaghetti noodles. I can't remember if I said that this morning. If I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. We had our snack then and indoor recess because then it was -11. We did not get to the read aloud because we ended up, this got pushed back from 10, took a little bit longer to get picked up and stuff. So then we just did our snack and recess. That we did about 25 minutes of snack and recess, and that went until 11:10. We did our reading group, so they just kind of chose between read to self, epic. Some of them, again, are working on Google Slides. They like researching stuff and then presenting it to the class. I didn't meet with any groups just because, again, it's been a weird week. I have these 5 extra kids today, so just kind of had them do their own thing during that time. Did a few just dances, and we didn't do the number talk. We ended up doing the Wordle for today. And then we had our lunch and recess. They ate in here. They're outside now. When they come in, I will still do our read aloud. We're going to get a little bit of a movement break in there before we do our... Oh, actually, we probably don't need to do the movement break anymore because it was outdoor side recess. So just kidding. So we'll do our 100-day celebration. I have 3 minute-to-win activities planned. And then our Laker times, like our Friday fun, we do with a grade level where they earn that time by getting their work done for the week and, not having any major behavior issues as well. For the minute to win it, we're just going to do 3 different minute to win it's. I have rules and expectations we're going to go through, and then we're going to do the cookie face one, which is always a favorite, where they have to start with it on their forehead, move it to their mouth without using their hands, so just by wiggling your face. Then I have our minute timer. Oops. The next one, I'm just calling it balloon ball, so I'm going to have just groups of 4, and I'm going to fill up 15 or 20 balloons right now, and just have them, they have to keep them off the ground. I'm going to say if they hit the ground, then it's out. And they want to see how many balloons they can have up in the air at the end of their minute. And then the last one, we're just going to do an M&M relay. So I'm going to have 2 plates on one side. They're each gonna have a straw. They have to go down, you know, use their mouth and the straw to suck the M&M, run back, drop it in, and see which group can get the most after a minute. So those are the 3 we're gonna do. And I feel like I have about 45 minutes scheduled for that. And I think, honestly, it seems like it should go fast, but I think it might take that full time, if not a little bit longer. So we'll see how many we have time for. So again, just kind of a fun way to end just a weird, chaotic, but fun week. I mean, Valentine's Day, that field trip, adding kids to our class yesterday, and then now having them again today. And it being the 100th day of school and a short week and everything, so. Our PD day tomorrow, we also found out is gonna be virtual tomorrow, which is nice because of weather. So they're just gonna move it virtual. That way, if the roads are bad and stuff, we don't have to worry about driving and getting to school. It'll just be virtual. So that's kind of nice. I can wake up later and not change out of my pajamas and not be judged. So that will be good. But I'm gonna start blowing up some balloons. I have to go pick them up from recess in a few minutes, and I'll check in at the end of the day and let you know how this all went. All right, it's actually Monday. I forgot to film after school because I had a haircut. So I figured this is a good time to tell you how it went, and then I'm gonna edit this and throw it together, so. Okay, like I had said in there, those 3 activities, I thought maybe they would take more than 45 minutes, and they definitely did. I only got through 2 of them, and that was about 40 minutes or so. Because by the time we went through like just explaining the expectations, and then I like doing it like 4 at a time or 5 at a time, like for Cookie Face. That way we have a chance to watch each other. So we did, you know, like 5 rounds of that. So that's 5 minutes plus transitions, probably like 10 minutes, and maybe not quite 10, but still. And then for the balloon one, same thing. So I can use those M&M ones, relay for another one. But overall, Cookie Face is always a favorite. They love doing that one. It's funny watching their faces and them trying to get the cookie down to their mouth. I had a lot that were successful this year. Normally I only have a handful, and I'd say probably like half of them were able to get it. So that was fun. And then the balloon one, I thought they'd be able to keep up more. I thought since I did groups of 4, maybe each person would focus on 1 or 2 balloons. Because what I did is said they had to stay on that world rug, and the rest of us were around the perimeter of it. And when I counted down, we all the kids who weren't in, we threw them up in the air high for them. They had to start hitting them. And they would start with quite a few, but then they would didn't really necessarily work together, I'd say. They kind of all were just trying to hit them. So the most a group kept up out of, I think I had 12 or 15 balloons, I can't remember, was 3. And there's 4 people in a group. So I thought at least 4 would be doable if each person chose a balloon to focus on, but they still had fun with it, trying to keep it up. Harder than it seemed, especially for a minute. It seems like it'd go fast, but by like 35, with 35 seconds left, a lot of them were struggling, and then kind of losing a lot of the balloons that were in. So anyways, it was a fun way to end the week. We didn't have school today, so we'll be back at it tomorrow. We're in a blizzard warning until noon tomorrow though, so we'll see if we have school normally or an e-learning day or 2 hours late. I am also vlogging myself today, so this video is gonna go up on Monday today when I'm recording this. The next video will be up tomorrow on Tuesday. So anyways, thanks for tuning in for the 100th day of school, and I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. So peace out, bye.